Good morning. Right, back to the wall hanging. This is the last one that I did, which was the silk carrier rods and the cocoons. It was a nightmare to stitch. These ended up so thick, and so I had to actually stab holes through to be able to get the stitching in. But this is how it ended up. I'll just quickly sort of run it down. Lots and lots of French knots, quite scruffy French knots in there, pistol stitch. Yeah, and just lots and lots of stitching. I did the little felt leaves, yeah, and those bits that came off the ends of the carrier rods, I just stitched them down there like that. And then I, as you can see, chopped these up into little squares and made a flower pot. It kind of works. It was all very hard to stitch. It absolutely killed my hands, but never mind, it is done. Yeah, so there we are. So that's that. Oh, it was a nightmare. Right, I've run out of room in here. Okay, so the next in the book is Brayer painting. There are quite a few of these that I'm going to skip. There's a couple further on which is like sun painting and stuff like that. There just isn't any sun in the UK at the moment, and yeah. So Brayer painting, and using kind of like a reverse embossing basically. So what Susan's advised to do is do a plaid background first, which you can see underneath here. See the plaid underneath, and then run over with your brayer over texture plates and that. Well, I don't know if it's going to work. I'm going to do a quick experiment first. I got this huge stencil. It was a wall one, you know, for doing walls. Obviously, stupid comment. I don't think it's thick enough, but I'm going to give it a go because I really like this stencil. As you can probably tell, so I'm just going to get these paper clips out because they will show up when I brayer. It's got a lovely dragonfly and a foxglove and some it's not oh, I can't think what it's called, but anyway, like a little ferny thing. So yeah, I'm gonna do an experiment first. I'm gonna use, oh blimey, fabric paints. If I can, will you come out? What the heck? Yeah, I'm going to use fabric paints, and I'm going to do another large 12 by 12 one. I've gone through my map, if you like. I've done the ones with the ticks so far, so still loads to go. But I'm going to basically do this one. I don't know how they're going to orientate at the moment. I'm going to lay it all out when they're all done, and then we can decide from there, or I can decide from there. So this one's ended up as a double because that's that one that I've just shown you. That was the other one. Yeah, so I might do another double down here or something. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, still a few more to go yet. I kind of lost the rhythm on this, and I've got a bit of time off work this week, so I thought, right, let's get this back on track. Right, okay, that was nice and easy, not. So yeah, as you can see, I'm probably only going to get down to about here, I would imagine, on the 12 by 12. Let's try it, let's see if it works. It might not work yet, in which case I have got a standby. Yeah, and it's basically, as I say, it's just using the brayer. It's just using the brayer to go over the texture. Whether this is going to be deep enough, I don't know. I might put a bit of foam underneath it, that might help. So I'm going to lay it that way so that you guys can actually see. Let me lift you up. Hold tight. Get you up a little bit higher. There. Right, let me get this wire out of the way. Okay, I've got, this is for diamond painting. I think I did try it on a gel plate. I can't remember if it was successful or not. So I've got a scrap here. Let's just lay it across that way, I think. It's just a piece of cotton sheeting. I've pulled, oh, I need to do the background first. Oh no, let's try this first. It doesn't really matter about this bit. So I've pulled out some of this is going to be the plaid bit when I do the proper one. If this works, it might not. And then I thought I'd go sort of pinks, cream, purple, those sort of colours. And then I've got pearl white. These are pearlized, these ones, so they're quite shiny. Right, let's try this. I meant to get a gel plate, bear with. Right, you just see the gel plate is there. I'm going to use that as a palette to put the paint on too. Let me just try. Got quite a lot of this green, so let me. I've got my really old gel plate here, so. Hopefully it'll work well as a palette. Let's see if this will pick up any design under here. Oh, looks like it might do. Let's see if it's any better. Put a bit of foam, bit of craft foam underneath. And just push a little bit harder. Oh yeah, that works. Cool. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm well chuffed with that. Right. Okay. Well, let's so first of all I need to do the kind of checkerboard braid background. So I don't need those for a minute. I'll grab my piece of white. It's cut at 14 by 14, so it's well big enough. Too many wires in this room. Go away. Can you... I don't know if you're going to get to see the whole of it, but I'll just make do. So, again, I'm going to use the gel plate as a palette. I don't think you can really see, but anyway. So yeah, I'm going to do a checkerboard effect. I've got my little brayer out. Trouble is it does squeak. I'm going to have to move that off the mat. Bear with me. It doesn't really matter which way it goes. Actually, she said just to keep rolling it, because you end up with not sure about that. Should just keep rolling it, because then it ends up, you know, fading and making a natural plaid look. Okay, well, we'll keep going. Let's put a different green on. If nothing else, I'm really getting through these paints. So we're just creating a background for a minute. Okay, let's get that pearl one and we'll come down, I think, this time. It's going to be very subtle, but that's okay. Let's start over here. She did say to tape it down actually, and I suppose I could see how that would be an advantage. Okay, well, that's all right. I'm going to do one more here just in case I need that bit there. I don't mind the white bits in the middle either. So, okay, well that's pretty cool. Alright, well, I need to pause you whilst that dries, and then we'll come back and see if we can make a right mess of the flowery bit. I'll see you in a bit. Right, it's dry enough. I've swapped out the craft foam for a piece of Bosal foam at the back here. I put a piece of paper on top because I did notice on my mat underneath it did transfer through, so that should protect that with the bit of paper. I've just laid the stencil on. I'm just thinking, I think that would be quite a nice, although I've got some irises here. I have got one in there. That cow parsley, that's the word. It comes eventually. Yeah, I think that's what I want. I really think I want the dragonfly on there. I've got a bit of a thing about dragonflies, so yeah, I'm hoping with the Bosal foam I'm not going to get a line through the middle, because I did get out 2 pieces of the the craft foam, but I would have, you know, Murphy's Law, I would have hit, and I thought, what have I got that's spongy? And of course I got that Bosal foam. So anyway, there we are. That's a lot of yabbering. Right, okay. So I need minimum 12 by 12. So let me. I haven't got a square. Oh, I have got a square that big, but anyway. Yeah, so I need the whole of that then, basically. Yeah, so I need the whole height. Yeah, I do. Must cut that a bit short. Okay, well that's fine. I've definitely got 12 and a half, so that's fine. So I am going to have to come down there, aren't I? Right, let me move that up a bit. I'll try to get it all in shot for you guys, but sorry, the lighting is terrible. It's a really wet, horrible, rainy day here in the UK. So it is what it is. I'm doing my best. That's all I can say. If my head gets in the way, I'm sorry. Now, it's not a 12-inch wide design, so it's only, well, it's 11, so it'll be fine. Stop fussing, Susan. Right, I'm just trying to decide whether to go in with my little brayer for the colours, but really it's just to outline the design, isn't it? So maybe I'll just do kind of like a mixed pink, maybe with a little bit of purple in it. I don't know. I've got plenty of fabric, plenty of paint, so let's just do it. Oh, I don't think you were mixed up, were you? That's better. So let's see how this goes, shall we? I shook all these up, but not that purple. And with it being a pearl, all the liquids come out. I don't know if you can see. There you can. You're up really high. Let's get some of that in. I really want to get that colour over by the foxglove, which is under here. Yeah, right, let's just, like, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's just be brave. I'm hoping this brayer will pick it up as well as the other one. You ready? I'm stressed. I think it's got to be the darker colour. If I come this way, please don't move. Oh, it's all moving. Oh no. See, it's about the texture. I'm tempted to take that off and stencil it down through, but that's not doing. Yeah, trouble is doing it on the foam. It's moving it all. I wonder if I do need the foam. Let me just rejig this. Hang on. Right, I'm starting again. I would not have been happy with that pooling that happened on there, so I've just removed all the leftover paint onto that piece, and I'll use it for something else. I was looking at it and I thought, you're not going to be happy with it. So why are you keeping it? So I'll just quickly show you. I lifted it all up because it really pulled really badly, as you probably saw. So I've just picked it all up on there, and that can be cut up for other projects. Right, let's try again. I've got this more, it's a super sticky brayer, so I don't know whether it's going to do the... Oh, my cat's off again. Yeah, and I've mapped out the size a bit better this time as well. Let's do it a little bit more properly, shall we, Susie? Right, so just going to... Because I've got a squeaky brayer, of course. And I have stuck it down this time. I'll whiz you through this bit. Right. Okay. That's a bit better-ish. Right. Yeah, obviously it needs to dry again. I'll just pick this up on paper. It's all sent to try us some days, isn't it? But unless you try these things, you're never going to know if it's going to work. So again, let me come back to you. Right, I've had a thought, and having done a bit of frottage lately, I think what I'm going to try and do, I've got these Fabric Fun, Pentel Fabric Fun crayons, pastel dye sticks. I think I'm going to do that way. Yeah, I am. I'm going to do it. I've no idea if it'll work or not, but let's find out. Now I need to get this under here, because I think the brayer is distorting the fabric so much. I don't think I'm going to get something that I really like. Looking at what Susan's used, she's used like really heavily textured plastic plates by the looks of it. So I don't have anything like that, so I'm just going to go with this and see if this will work. Okay, we're up to the top, that's good. Let's keep that taut. Right, let's see if this will work. If not, I might skip this one. Right, Dragonfly, I think I want to do... a bluish outline here. That seems to be working. Marvellous. We're going to do this way. I'm going to speed you up. Right, okay, I've lost the little faint ones there, so I'm going to line this up the best I can. These ones, I've lost those. The irises turned out okay. I think that must have moved. Just going to go in with some white paint and did have, yes I did, a random bit of sponge sat there, which was always handy. I know this isn't in the brief, but I'm doing it. Well, that seemed to work. I think if I didn't have a coloured background it would have come through a bit better, but it's okay. It was part of the thing to do a coloured background, so I think everything else is okay. The irises came out well. Might just add a little bit of, because this is pearlised, I might just add a little bit of that to the wings here, so that when I stitch them I'll have a little bit of something. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, it's much better. Okay, I don't know if you can see it, but I definitely can, so it's just moved ever so slightly, which is slightly annoying. Actually, I'm not going to bother because I can actually see those, so there we are. I don't quite know what you can see here. You can quite see it actually quite well. So I think what I'll do is, it's going to need a lot of stitching, so I think I'm going to put it on a piece of batting and stitch around the outlines here. I might put some more colour on. This seems awfully empty up here. Might do quite a lot of doodles and stuff like that in the background, but anyway, there we are. Kind of got there in the end. Let me give you a close-up. Hold tight, I'll take you off the stand. Oop, you are plugged in because you were out of charge nearly. Yeah, see, there you go. You can see it a lot better now. Yeah, I'd lost those white ones, that's why I sponged those back in. And yeah, the irises came out well, and so did the foxglove and the dragonfly. Right, well, the next time you see it, it'll be stitched up. Like I say, over here I'm going to do some free motion embroidery. Well, I'm going to free motion embroider all of it, but you know what I mean, jelly beans. Right, okay, well, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.